Hello everybody, welcome back here to the Mopar Nationwide Series. We're back here once again, ready to go racing here as race 19 is about to go underway, under the lights here at Iowa Speedway, a kind of nationwide affiliated racetrack only, and you see trucks, but not a place you usually see the Cup drivers ever at, so it's going to be different for these drivers, and it's a treat for just the nationwide drivers and the fans, as we're here in Iowa for the Iowa Speedway for the running of the Dupont Pioneer 250. Now, this track is very, very, very gruesome to the drivers. It's not an easy track. I'm pretty sure Sean Hindley can vouch for that, but this track has produced a lot of great races and a lot of great finishes in the Nationwide Series, and we've had a lot of good truck race here as well. But what will happen here today in the Mopar Nationwide Series, we're about to find out as we get 25 laps to get ready to go racing today for race 19. So we head to the backstretch. Want to point out we do have a few new drivers in the series making their debuts today here at Iowa Speedway, and one of them is on the pole today. That is the new driver, the number 15, Michael Walton. It's very ironic that Michael Waltrip kind of resemblance with the names and the car. It's pretty cool right there, I guess you could say. But he's on the pole. Whoops, wrong button. But Michael is making his debut. We'll go to the other drivers as we go back. Outside of him is Richard Johnson, who starts second. This is a big opportunity for Richard Johnson as he became the new points leader after Daytona. Aaron Reed, his big lead he lost is gone, and Aaron Reed actually dropped to third in the points behind Johnson and now Alex Jones, who I believe just stayed at second. But Johnson has a 9-point lead over Alex Jones, 10 points over Aaron Reed, and it's back to 20 points to Anthony McCurry, and Danny Wells fifth in points is 25 back. Row 2 has Sean Galligan in 3. And spot number 3 too, as well. And Trent Dunham will start 4th, still for his first win of the season. Aaron Williams in the 33, and Jack Richards make up row 3. Excuse me. Cole Daly and James Qualls make up row 4. James McLeod and Mike Becker round out the top 10. And going back to find some of the new drivers, I'm actually having a hard time remembering. Here's one of them. The 51 is now driven by Justin Perry. He is a driver over in the Mountain Dew Racing Series. He drives for Joe Gibbs Racing, the number 20, but now he's driving over here for the 51 team here in the Nationwide Series, making his debut today with a solid top 15 qualifying effort, so good run for Justin. We'll see what he can do today in that mellow yellow machine. Going back a little bit more, who else is there? I will find it because I know there's, I think, one more. That's the 14 car. Yep, the 14. Daniel Day is the new driver of the 14. He made his debut over in the Cup Series along with Michael Walton. They're both over in Cup as well, and both of them are now making their debuts over in the Mopar Nationwide Series. As 3 new drivers are now entering the series, we'll see how those 3 young drivers do today. As you look at the rest of your field, you see Alex Jones back there. He had a bad qualifying effort, so we'll have to see how he works his way up. 25 laps, pit stops, wrecks. You never know what could happen. This race could be up for grabs. Could be a strategy race, but we're about to find out as we go racing for 25 laps around Iowa Speedway.
Just like I told these boys in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today. We got a good race.
I like this camera, it's kind of cool.
We got a good pit crew. All we got to do is just everybody carry their weight. We'll be just fine at the end.
Waiting for the pace car to field off, and there we go. We're going to get like the view camera right here as we get hit about a million cars. But anyway, here's the starting lineup for today's Dupont Pioneer 250. We are back just in time, kind of had to rush that. The pace car is already off as Michael Walton in his debut race is on the pole. That's a good way to make a first impression. The lead the points of Richard Johnson and the rest of this field down to the green flag as we're racing here at Iowa. Now this Iowa is a lot better than the one I used before because all they did was slide up into each other and wreck. Maybe we actually have some good racing today as Walton goes out to an early lead. He's not being very shy right now. He's going straight up there and just leaving the pack right now. So we're still green, so that's good. And Michael's going to lead this first lap of his career and his first attempt at a lap, so that's really big for him. Sean Gallagher moved up to second. Richard Johnson, where did he go? He's back here. Him and Trent Dunham are sliding in the wrong direction. That's just the back. So not where you want to be right now. James McLeod almost makes contact with Aaron Williams. Zohar Munn makes it 3 wide with Joshua Osborne and Williams. As McLeod moves his way up to third. McLeod missed out on his first career win by almost half a car length last week at Daytona. Which really wanted to win that race, but Dylan Young came out of nowhere and stole the race and won it for a second season in a row at Daytona, the night race. McLeod's still been on a roll lately. He's been on consecutive streak of top 10s. Guys, first top 5. McLeod has been looking good lately. We'll just have to see how far he can rally up in the points if he can keep that momentum going. As we have a caution. Do we have a caution on the racetrack? Yes, we do. Jake Rogers. I was about to say, I didn't think there was a caution. The 12 car's in trouble. And Alex Jones, second in the standings, in trouble. The 31 smoking. That's very bad for him. Brody Banta is in trouble. And, oh, wow, the other Women's Financial car, Rohit Vaderview. He has a lot of damage to that 11 car. Wow. Is that Aaron Reed with damage? Aaron Reed, third in the standings, has damage. So 2 guys we were talking about right behind in the standings had trouble right here. Ethan Hamill has damage. I think Seth Cole has a little bit of a buckle. Anthony McCurry, that's 4th in the standings. Wow. And we have a split decision on pit stops. We're going to stick around right here. Is that Michael Norman? He has a little bit of rear end damage, I believe. I don't think anybody else does. There's Danny Wells. He's okay. Zohar Munn brought the car down pit road. Michael Walden he did come down pit road. He gave up the lead. We're going to just take a look at this, but a lot of guys stayed out. And Gallagher took 2 tires. Richard Johnson, Zohar Munn, I think the same. Walton's taking 4. Here comes Mike Becker, another one of the championship contenders up there. As the field comes storming out, looks like some strategies already began here today at Iowa. Split decision, about half and half. Pitted right there, and the other half stayed out. But we're under caution for what appears to be a multi-car wreck here. It's taking a lot of the points contenders up in the top 5 of the standings. Let's see what happened to bring out the first caution today here at Iowa. Alright, it's coming off the corner here. Going 4 wide, never is good here. And Jake Rogers is into the quarter panel of Brody Banta. They're racing with Justin Perry and the guy came 5th in the standings, Danny Wells. And I'm pretty sure I know where Banta's going to go. Banta had a bad wreck last season at Charlotte, and I believe this is going to be another bad wreck for him. And he's going to hit the wall, just nowhere for him to go. And right up into Jake Rogers. Wow, Cody Lawms got very lucky. There goes McCurry, Jones, Ethan Hamill. Seth Cole runs it back to Aaron Reed. Daniel Hummel does a great job avoiding it. His teammate, Sean Henley, last week's winner, Dylan Young, snuck by as well. But look right there. Alex Jones, 2nd in the standings. Anthony McCurry is 4th in the standings. Aaron Reed, 3rd in the standings. I mean, that's a lot of guys up in the point standings that got involved in that wreck. That was just a case of racing 4 wide and 12 car hooked the 4, and that's all it took right there. I didn't see what the 11 car wrecked at. Where did Rohit Vaderview wreck? He wasn't even up there. Okay, here's Vaderview. Let's see what happened to him. He wasn't even up in that wreck, and he looked more destroyed than any of those cars. He couldn't even make it back to pit road. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit, see if something happened. Maybe. Oh! There it was. We didn't have to. Randy Carpenter slid up and hooked the quarter panel of Justin Perry, who went down the road at Vaderview. So Perry did get some damage right here. Oh, and Vaderview is going to flip on the front straightaway here. You never see that at Iowa. And he's going to go barrel rolling right in front of newcomer Daniel Day and Michael Norman. Oh my goodness, what are you supposed to do when you see that in front of you? Oh my gosh, he's almost going to go out in the crowd. He's up in the catch fence. Oh. Well, we got a car stuck in the catch fence at Iowa Speedway. Who could say that? But that explains all the damage to that car. We might have to take a look at Michael Norman's view and see what he saw on it. But wow, I didn't expect a wreck like that to happen. Like I said, Michael Norman definitely had the best view in the house for the 11 car's flip. But I'm not going to say any more. We're just going to let you watch this and just think for a moment about how lucky he was and how scary that must have been. And he probably wanted to crap himself. But yeah, anyway, I'm not going to continue to mumble. Or, yeah, you know what I get. Yeah. I just want Charles on that. So what are you supposed to do when you see this? That was a car in front of him flipping violently. Hope Rohit's okay after that wreck. We'll have to keep up or see an update on that. No, he's not dead. I'm not doing that. But we'll have to keep an eye on that. That was a horrible wreck. But anyway, we're going back to live action as we have a split decision on pit stops, and we'll have to find out who the race leader is going to be as we get ready for the restart here at Iowa. We are back ready to go back to the restart as we get ready. A few hard to drop out of the race, including second in the points, Alex Jones. This is definitely going to hurt him a lot. This is as bad as the day to get. Jake Rogers is out, Ethan Hamill is out, Rowan Vredeview is obviously out. And everybody else continued on, so McCurry's still out there, he's still racing. Aaron Reed's still racing, and all the others are still in the race. Brody Banter on the inside is one lap down. We'll see how he plays on the restart. His car is slow, and there he goes back. We'll see if it causes the wreck or not. But now, pit stops did change things up. And the first car that came off pit road, I believe, was the 99 of Zohar Munn. He is in 19th place, so 18 cars stayed out on the racetrack. And that was led by Luke Walker, who's now challenged by the 81 of Joshua Osborne. And here comes Steve Gonzalez in the 1 for the lead. Trent Dunham and Aaron Williams back for 4th place are battling. Osborne leads that lap. Look back a little bit more who else stayed out. Oh, there's 3 wide. Danny Wells. Oh, Sam Young. I'll try not to say it the weird way. Him and Chris Kyle just about wrecked as they go many spots back. Oh, Tim Walsh being kicked to the high side right between Chris Dollarton and Ryan Acosta. Oh, there's problems. Charles saved it. No, he didn't. He didn't save that shit. He almost did. Oh, wow. Jack Ridgerbot just took off his front end. Is caution out for that? Yes, it is. Wow, that could have been a lot worse than it actually was. Oh, and they're wrecking again. Never mind. Oh, wow. Oh, and the points leader is involved, and he's flipping. I spoke too soon. Opened my big mouth. And there you see the points leader sitting on the turn. Richard Johnson destroyed. Caution's out. Alrighty then, I guess I spoke too soon. Chris Dollarton, lots of damage. Cole Daly has damage. Randy Carpenter, Ryan Juke, Tim Walsh, I saw flip. There's Joshua Mudd. Well, so much for a clean race, I guess. Randy Carpenter, Aaron Reed in the wreck again. Richard Johnson, there he is. What the heck's the 32 pit box? It's not, oh, it's Sterling. Oh, no. Zohar Martin's in it. Sam Young's in it. There's Daniel Day. I might have said Ryan Juke, I don't even know. There's Jackson, who was in the first thing, but he kind of spun out and didn't get annihilated. Ryan Acosta's got some damage. And the pole sitter Michael Walton has some front end damage. That's a tough break. That's really awful. I thought he was having such a great day today. That's awful. Seth Cole, I don't know if he has damage. Oh, him and Cody Lamas got together a little bit. I don't see anybody else with damage. I don't think. Steven Gonzalez is already out. Mike Becker's involved. The 43 did have damage. Wow, there's another guy up in the points. And it looks like Steven is going to win off pit road. I don't know. I didn't see if anybody stayed out or not as drivers are falling out of the race. But Richard Johnson's out of the race, so that saved a lot of people, including Alex Jones out of the race. Aaron Reed we saw in the wreck. McCurry has damage. I mean, this is huge for everybody else in the points battle to see the points leader go down. Well, let's go back and take a look at just what all just happened. And me opening my mouth and causing a wreck. Me sorry. Now, it all started with this. These guys are trying to get around the slow car, Brody Banta. Charles Jackson's trying to clear him. He's just about to. Michael Norman is going to push Randy Carpenter up into the 16 of Charles Jackson. And this should have been a big wreck right here. They managed to save it. And I was about to say, what a great save. And I wanted to say Charles's catchphrase, but then Banta was there. And he's going to bounce off the 82. Gallagher gets a piece of it. Tim Walsh sneaks by. Cody Lamas avoids. Good job of the Cowbush Motorsports cars to slip by. And then everybody's going to go by. Points leader Richard Johnson had a close call. Here comes Jack Richards. Just about annihilates himself, I guess you could say, because they're basically the same person. That would have been interesting. But then, up here, I'm not sure what exactly happened. It's going to start... Ooh, where's it going to start at? I don't even know where the wreck actually began. Oh, it was right where I was looking at. Okay, for some reason, they're 3 wide. Ryan Acosta, apparently his car is very tight because he just kept going up and up. Poor Randy Carpenter's always around the wrecks. He's going to get basically pancaked in the wall. Gallagher does get a piece of it. These guys going to slam on the brakes. Tim Walsh was almost through it. He ran over Dollarton. Oh, Cody Lamas. And Brody Banta actually snuck by. How about that? And then, yeah, here comes the... I'm just going to let you guys watch it. There's... Oh, Richard Johnson, one that just plowed Tim Walsh. And, whoa, where did Cole Daly go? Oh, my goodness. Cole Daly almost killed the wall. He just about... Cole, you're very lucky. And look at James McLeod sneak by. Did Justin Perry sneak by? Look at those two up there. The 34 and 51 just snuck by. Oh, Cody Lamas ran to his own teammate. See how I'm young about James Qualls? And these guys just back here just trying to avoid the carnage. I believe Sean Hindley's gone through every wreck. He's been like in the back, but he's just sneaking by. Ooh, there's Dollarton again. Dylan Young, I think he's been in the same position. Those two have been basically in the back, but they avoided a bunch of wrecks. And there comes Charles, who's going to get out of this clean, basically. But wow, that was a lot of carnage right there. And one close call for that 32, wherever he is. I don't even know where the 32 went. Did he already go back around? Where did he come from? Did he get back on the racetrack? Oh. What the heck? I think it's invert. Wow. That explains some of that damage. And there's a wall there. Cole's still kind of get used to, I guess, this car again. But that's what happened right there and all that carnage. Sam Young did they wreck up here again? Nope. No, I think he was already smoking, but Michael Cosby looked like he snuck by. There's Aaron Reed. And another big wreck that took out a bunch of drivers. And it's going to shuffle up the running order once again. And we'll go back to live action after we're just got through another multi-car wreck. Oh, there's Austin Ogle. He was involved as well. I didn't see him. But we're under caution for the second time today. We're about to go back to the restart. And I don't even know who's leading. I think it's Steven, but I'm not sure. Actually, I think it's going to be one of these guys. Probably the 81. We are back once again. Luke Walker and Joshua Osborne have stayed out. They were going to be leading, but they ended up pitting a lap later than the other leaders, so they're not going to be up the front. We've got 3 slow cars up ahead, including a couple of points contenders, Anthony McCurry, Aaron Reed, Brody Banches on the inside still. And the leader is Steven Gonzalez, as the following drivers have fallen out of the race from that wreck. They are as follows. First off, it was the pointster Richard Johnson, who ended up 38th today. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. And this is going to be interesting on this restart. I don't know what's going to happen here. Wow. Richard Johnson, Randy Carpenter, Austin Ogo, Ryan Acosta, Chris Dollarton. Oh my goodness, this is about to get bad. I can't read this without even watching them back about to wreck. Tim Walsh, Zohar Martin, Sam Young, and Michael Waldner out of the race. As everybody else is just flying by. I think as the 32 is actually going to be leading. What in the world? Cole Daly is leading this race. Word, how is he even up here? I don't know if he just pulled a Houdini on his pit stop, but he should have been penalized, but I guess he's going to be leading. So the 32 is leading at the moment. And now it's Michael Norman leading. I think all these guys are on the lead lap up here. Danny Wells is up here. Oh, Anthony McCurry, look out. Daniel Hummel's up here. Look at these. These are all guys on the lead lap battling for it. And Michael Norman's leading. We got 9 laps to go. And here comes Daniel Hummel. The red line blue number 60 is going for the lead. And here comes Sean Galligan, who got a tiny piece of that wreck, but he's up here battling for the lead. He's James Quall and James McLeod as Danny Wells been putting the sucker hole back there. Ooh, and Justin Perry up there in his debut race is up here in the top 5 in that 51 car on the bottom. And look at McLeod, he's trying to make it 3 wide for the race lead. He's going to stick Qualls in the sucker hole. Yeah, oh, they're going to have to get out of the throttle, watch out. Galligan backed out, that was smart on his part. Trent Dunham's working his way back up. Steven Gonzalez got shuffled because of slow cars. He's having to try to work his way back up there in the 1 car. And now James McLeod is leading. Kind of like how Sean Hindley's been over on the Cup side, been on a hot streak. McLeod has been very consistent as of late here on the Nationwide side, regardless of being really far down the points. McLeod has definitely been on a roll right now. He's 28th in the points coming into today's race. The points did shuffle up a little bit from the last race. But McLeod is definitely working his way up and still looking for that first elusive win. And look at the guy behind him. You got to give a hand to Justin Perry. He got some damage on that car. He got pancaked in the wall, and he's running in 2nd place. That is a great run for him. He has a chance to win his debut race. Is the caution out? No? Oh, these guys are pitting. McLeod is going to pit road. Ooh, look out. Sean Galligan's coming to pit road right behind him. Anybody else pitting? There comes Cole Daly. Daniel Day, Dylan Young, Charles Jackson are pitting. And that gives the lead over to Justin Perry with 5 laps to go. Now who can make it on fuel? And here comes these guys. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? And Aaron Williams is staying out. He's won a race this season under fuel strategy. He won in Atlanta this way. As more of the field peels off, he's got a few car lengths lead over now Steve Gonzalez, James Quall, and now Trent Dunham up top 4. Does anybody else stay out? Luke Walker back here is in 5th. They stayed out an extra lap. Him and the 81. I don't know where the 81's at. McLeod's already out. He did a stop and go. And now here are these guys coming to pit road. Williams, Qualls, Gonzalez, Dunham, Walker's pinning. There's Anthony McCurry. I don't know where he's at in the leaderboard. There's McLeod. He might become the new race leader just like that. We're waiting to see on the leaderboard. Said he's 21st. I honestly don't know. Looking for that 51. There's a 51 car. Justin Perry's coming out. Where's McLeod? There's McLeod. He goes by Perry. This could be the new race leader. Let's go back to the front. There's Gonzalez. He's taking tires. Everybody's on pit road now. Waiting to see where that 33's at. We got guys leaving. Qualls is out. There's Williams. Dunham's still in his pit stall. And there goes McLeod. He's behind the 34. We got just a couple laps to go. Next time out will be 2 laps to go. It's James McLeod is in front. Justin Perry is in second. Danny Wells is up to third. Sean Galligan is fourth. And Cole Daly just took fifth away from Aaron Williams. And I believe Michael Cosby's right there in the battle as well. He's in seventh. Daniel Day's going to be taking 8th place away from Qualls. What a great debut for him. This Qualls in 9th. And Jack Richards is in 10th. But we're getting ready to come to the line. It'll be the white flag as Justin Perry has caught McLeod and he's flying right by him. And Perry's taking the lead. Is something wrong with the 34? Perry is to the lead. Here comes Danny Wells. He takes second. Galligan's taking third. Something's wrong with the 34. He is off the pace. What is wrong with the 34? I don't know what's wrong with his car. Danny Wells is going after Justin Perry for the race lead. He's going inside of Perry. We're going to have a photo finish at the line. Perry's trying to come back on the outside, but it's not going to happen. Danny Wells is getting back in the championship contention. He wins here at Iowa Speedway. He just stole the victory away from the rookie, who almost just pulled off a miracle in his debut race. Don't know what happened to the 34 the lap before for McLeod. He fell off the face of the earth, fell back second, ends up fourth, and Justin Perry almost just stole the whole race. And Danny Wells just come out of nowhere and beat him to the line. Wow. Well, that was unexpected, but Danny's picked up his first win of the season. And that's a good way to make a statement. You want to be back in this championship fight. He is right there at it for sure. Congratulations to Danny Wells. Wow. That was a perfect move for the defending champion of the Mopar Nationwide Series. Last season's champion, Danny Wells, showing why he's champion. And that one's, I think, been owed to him for a while. He's had a couple races that he should have won, including Dover. So Danny definitely, and he had a chance last week at Daytona. I mean, he was right there battling with McLeod and, you know, those other guys, Dylan Young. So, I mean, he's right there at it last week. But Danny Wells, I think a win that's been waiting for a while for him. Danny Wells is going back to victory lane. Justin Perry wound up second. That's just a heartbreaker right there. But, man, he still made a heck of an impression right there. Perry just strong run in second. That is a great debut for him. Sean Galligan snuck by and got third away from McLeod. I don't know what happened to McLeod. I think these guys did take, 2 tires on their pit stop. I know McLeod, got out really quick. I'm pretty sure he did a fuel-only stop, and maybe that was a difference. He felt like a rock and was very slow on that last run. Just ran out of time. He needed that race to be a couple laps shorter. McLeod, another one that just slipped right out of his grasp. Will end up fourth today, but that's still another consecutive good run for him. McLeod is definitely one of the hottest drivers in the series right now. Michael Cosby, I'm pretty sure he started dead last today, if I'm correct. Causey, yeah, Michael Causey started dead last today, ends up 5th. That is a huge turnaround today for that 17 team. Causey needed that run. Still trying to get up another win, as he's, I believe, still tied with Ron Acosta for the most wins. And Causey needs a good run as well. He was far down the points, I believe. 30th in points. This is huge for him. Aaron Williams, 6th, or no, that's not Aaron Williams. I skipped somebody. Cole Daly, 6th place for him. I'll never know how he got up in sequence with everybody, because I don't know how he got up there. He should have been in the back, but we're not going to ask questions. Daly gets 6th today. Aaron Williams, 7th. That's a points contender up there. He came in here 6th in the standings. This is huge for him and Danny. So there's a big gainer today. Daniel Day in his debut ends up 8th. Jack Richards 9th. And James Qualls rounds out your top 10. I know I went through that top 10 very slow, but I'll go through the rest pretty quickly. Sean Hindley ends up 11th, Joshua Collard 12th, Steven Gonzalez, Justin Williams, Dylan Young, your top 15. Then you got Charles Jackson, Trent Dunham, Daniel Hummel, Chris Kyle, and Luke Walker, your top 20. Then you got Michael Norman, Seth Cole, Mike Becker, Joshua Osborne, Joshua Mudd, Cody Lamas, and Anthony McCurry, the only cars on the lead lap. I have burps now. Wow. There were only 27 cars on the lead lap. But they have McCurry 27th. You got Brody Banter, Aaron Reed a lap down, both there, and Reed finished in 29th. Then 30th on down, we're out of the race. Notables in that group: Walton was the pole sitter, ends up 30th. He got in the wreck. That was still he showed us some muscle today though in that 15. So look for more things to come for that team. You look down a little bit more. Richard Johnson, the points leader, ends up 38th. We saw the violent wreck for Vaderview. That was an awful wreck for him today. He'll end up 39th. You got Ethan Hamill, Jake Rodgers, and Alex Jones. Second in the standings ended up last today. So a lot of guys up in the standings took hits today, but a couple of the guys, the Chevy camp, Danny Wells and Aaron Williams Jr., big gainers in the points today. And you can throw in Sean Henley, who finished 11th, who came in here 7th in the points. He's up there as well. So those are probably the big three gainers in points today for sure. But that's it from Iowa. The Dupont Pioneer 250 is over. Thanks for watching today's race. Remember to comment, guys, like, and subscribe to keep up with the series. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's broadcast of the race. I'm Dylan. Thanks for watching, guys, and congrats one last time to Danny Wells and the Ho DR Motorsports 5 team for winning today's race. And I will see you guys next time here in the Mopar Nationwide Series. Yay! Danny wins and he's drunk on ketchup. Duh.